Hi everyone and welcome to Sourci's wrap up for 2021. We're wrapping up Q1. It's been a very exciting year, heaps has changed. We've got plenty of great client stories to explain to you, to tell you all about, so let's get into it.
Wait, but first, who are you?
My name's Ellie Vaisman, and what's your name?
My name's Giovanni Pino.
There you go.
Before we kind of jump into, I guess, some of the projects that we're working on, a lot of people maybe haven't come across Sourci before and have that understanding of what we do as a company. Sourci pretty much is built on the foundation of helping business owners. What we do is a whole range of different sourcing and supply chain services. That's everything from helping clients find great manufacturers overseas, develop products, take care of their manufacturing, their branding, their packaging, their importing. And we do it for a range of different businesses, everything from startups to SMEs, government. So we're kind of like the jack of all trades when it comes to sourcing and manufacturing. And we've been really successful at this for the last 3 years as well.
So since our last wrap-up video, we've had numerous amazing team members join our team. We're very fortunate to have had people join our team who've had incredible experience working with literally the largest sourcing company in the world. Who've sourced for products for L'Oreal, for Just Jeans, for so many big name brands. So we're really proud to welcome people on our team who've worked and imported and manufactured many millions of dollars, probably billions of dollars worth of products in all sorts of different categories.
Around 56 to 60 full-time Sourci staff in about 4 or 5 different countries, which is incredible, seeing that probably a year ago we were at less than half of that number. So I think the last 6 months has been about really building up the foundations and getting those really technical and skilled team members into the company that we can leverage for our customers to give them the best possible experience.
So a really good startup that we're working with, they've got a great story, is a startup in the dental and toothpaste and cosmetic products space. They'd actually started up initially just using an online platform to find manufacturers of dental care products, and then they realised they're looking at buying these really highly sensitive products from overseas that you have to put in your mouth and your customers have to use on their body, and they realised that they don't actually trust in their supplier and they don't actually feel confident that they're going to have a really compliant and a proper quality product. So they reached out to us, and we've already found really good factories. We've got good experience in that cosmetic and dental space, but that's just one of the various.
I think you make a good point though, where a lot of first-time importers don't understand the legal ramifications around importing products that are consumables. That just because you can buy it from the factory and bring it into the country doesn't mean if anything's wrong with it, you're not liable.
Yeah.
And that's the problem where a lot of these startups, and it's just a lack of experience, is you don't understand that if you bring it in and someone burns their teeth off or their tongue falls off, they're not going to go after the factory, they're going to go after you. And that's what we help mitigate that risk. We know what to look for to make sure it's a safe factory.
Yeah, exactly. And like most e-commerce startups, they just want to market the hell out of their product, make it really cool, sell it, make their website and their branding look great, and leave all that stuff to us, which we love doing.
The not sexy stuff, the not fun stuff.
Yeah. But we're absolutely ace.
The types of businesses that I love working with and that get me probably a little bit more excited are, I think, like-minded people, you and I. One of the newer clients that we just brought on board is 2 young guys, similar age, I think, to us, but love to hustle, work really hard. And they're wanting to pretty much shake up all the corporate how would you say it, furniture or
Furniture, yeah,
equipment or
workspace kind of furniture. Yeah.
and pretty much make the most premium, soundproof, phone booths and meeting pods, because there is a huge need for those items, especially now with COVID and creating those safe work environments and people, not taking on maybe a 5-year lease and a shorter lease, that they can take these items with them after they move as well. But yeah, 2 really ambitious guys. Great product. It's probably a pretty big undertaking though as well. I know that they're looking to raise money, which is something that makes me excited as well. But I think that they're really onto a winner there as well. And for us, having those resources and teams over there, we're really able to just weed out who are the best manufacturers of these products, because there are quite a few of these different pods and soundproof companies, but there's a huge difference between the ones that make a really good quality product and the others that are just making the below average.
The junk.
The stuff that isn't soundproof. So, Ellie, what other projects are you working on?
Well, I'll run through a couple of small businesses that, for example, one lady, she's been only in business for 12 months. She's a great entrepreneur. She's designed her own unique hairbrush out of all things. And I love it because
you have a comb in your hand at least 10 times a day.
Well, there you go. Hopefully it works similar to a comb. We love working with entrepreneurs, innovators, and designers. So yeah, she's a creative. She's created this great concept, but obviously, like a lot of people, needs help actually commercializing it or turning it into a real product. So we've been guiding her through the process. She's got these beautiful designs. We'll be reaching out to factories who specialize in the type of molding and the type of production to actually manufacture these and get it right the first time. So that's great. We've also been working with...
Would you say that's like proper product development for that project?
Oh yeah, when it's completely proprietary, it's incredibly complex. It's particularly if you're a creative or something like on that side of things. There's a lot of steps involved where you really need you need to find a really good factory that has the patience to develop it.
Through that journey with you.
It takes a lot longer to.
How long does it take for product development average?
Well, if you're not obviously
if you're not using Sourci,
well, just to put that in there, but a lot of people come to us who are inventors and they've had an idea and they've been trying to produce it for like a year, 2 years, 3. Like honestly, we get that all the time.
Yeah.
If you're putting a full-time effort into it, like a company like us would do, you could get the prototypes out within sort of 4 to 6 months, doing it really efficiently. But realistically, the whole life cycle would be 6, 8 months, something like that. The better part of a year, particularly if you want to refine it and then make slight amendments or just to get it perfect.
And that's literally just because it takes maybe 4 to 6 weeks to find the right factories, then 2 months of tooling and molding to start developing the products, then another month for sampling, then another few weeks for the second round of samples as well, and then you move into your production, your logistics and everything else. So it is a really big undertaking. And for us, I think that's where our commitment is with our clients, that we are there that entire journey as well. We're not there at the start or the finish, it's the entire process we're there to support.
Another brand that's engaged us recently to help them. They're an established brand. They're a $5 million a year homewares brand in Australia. They have beautiful glass, vases, ornaments, just gorgeous stuff. They've traditionally been working with a factory that they just found online years and years ago. And it's funny that, I don't know, for me doing, that we do this all the time, I don't know how they've put up with it for so long, unfortunately, but they have. And they just have really high defect rates. So, glass products being chipped or cracked, I mean, that's transport, but in their situation, we're talking about things being made incorrectly, packaged in the wrong box, the wrong color bars, all sorts of things that you really shouldn't have to just be comfortable dealing with. That leads to spending way more time when it gets over here. repacking, checking boxes, all those sorts of things. You know, handling customer complaints because they got the wrong size or it was labelled incorrectly.
I think also it damages your brand. If you're an established business and you've got a great customer base, the last thing you want is to lose that brand loyalty or to have negative reviews out there because of, you know, a factory that you've been working with for so many years and you should have trust with, for them to be sending really poor quality or inconsistent products as well.
Yeah, if you're spending $1 million a year plus for the factory, you'd expect everything to be pretty perfect, right?
And that's the thing, I guess the misconception is these factories, you know, you're not always going to be their only customer. 99% of the time, you never are. And even though you might feel like you're important to them, they probably don't think the same because they've still got people reaching out to them 24/7, and they don't mind if they lose your work because there's someone else who's ready to pick it up. I think that's one thing where you need to align with the factories you work with, and that's a big part of what we do. We don't look about what the product spec or the price is. It's what are the values you want the factory to have. What type of relationship do you want to build with that factory as well?
Yeah, for sure.
You're a bit of a watch enthusiast, aren't you? Is that a bit of bling on
I
your wrist?
like to tell the time.
Yeah, you do. You like aligns me at the time. Pretty cool project that's just come on board really recently as well, but one that I'm excited by is Amazon seller. So we do work with quite a few Amazon sellers. I think in Australia, it's really starting to pick up. We're starting to see, you know, thanks to people like Adam Hudson and Reliable Education, who, you know, we have a partnership with, and they send some work our way as well. We can really see that there's that momentum growing in Amazon. But this project's actually pretty cool. It's a watch box, but it is as high class kind of. It looks the most luxurious watch box I've ever seen, and hopefully we can share some photos. But yeah, absolutely stunning, beautiful. And to the client's credit, they actually got quite far with the manufacturer, you know, having them done. Samples came in, and I thought the product looked pretty amazing. But I think the issue that they had is they picked a factory that just can't scale with them. And this is almost as bad as picking a factory that can't get the product right or can't manufacture properly. Is they've had one production run completed. I think the production time was over 90 days. And it was only for like 1,200 units or 1,000 units, and they're already starting to sell out.
Yeah.
They're in a position of what every person wants to be in, which is you've got a great product, you've got great margins, it sells well, but now you can't get any more stock. And I guess that kind of highlights all the different reasons people come to sourcing for us to help. It's not always, I've got a problem with my product, it's I might have a problem with my factory, it just can't scale quick enough. So for us, it's really exciting to be able to say, okay, you guys have a great product, you know, we know it sells well, let us find you that one perfect manufacturing partner who can actually grow with you, you know, or who's almost above where you need to be now, and you're growing into them.
Yeah. Funny predicament to be in. You've got everyone clutching, trying to buy your product, and you've got to limit, you know, the stock you sell. You know, it's suffocates the business.
Exactly right. Yeah, and we see it happen quite a bit as well.
Yeah. Beautiful watch boxes. Might I just say, watch this space.
Surprisingly, through COVID, we saw a bit of an uptake in sexual happiness products, or the category, which
Well-being.
is well-being.
Yeah.
Sexual well-being, more than anything.
All sorts of well-being.
Skincare and sexual well-being were definitely the two biggest trends. I think.
All the important ones.
All the self-care, yeah, which is good for us. We see it as really important. I think there's less of a stigma around those types of products now, which is great. I think they can be marketed a lot easier. And I think people are really accepting that, you know, everyone wants to be happy and to enjoy themselves.
We're only human. We're all human.
But we had an incredible client come on board in that sexual happiness kind of space. But I guess their point of difference is they're really focusing on the well-being aspect. And for us, you know, we love brands with a good mission behind them, with strong values. And it's exciting to see the traction that they're having and the opportunity that's there for them to grow really quickly. But I think that in the right market at the right time, and they had that opportunity to become, you know, quite a significant business as well. For us, we love partnering with brands that, you know, are exciting.
Yeah, for sure. And their product looks amazing. Like the concepts, it's neutral tones, really like premium type finish, and yeah, a big emphasis on the well-being side of things, normalizing it. You know, it's not cheap, tacky. You know, it's a real category. It's a real industry that's taken off at, you know, wellness space. Another very cool product, a cool brand to work with. It's a lady that started a skincare accessories brand in Australia. We won't talk about who she is, but her brand has taken off. She's getting featured in all these publications, you know, lots of followers on Instagram, beautiful products, and she's just, like many businesses that we see, she's just taken off, found this great early success through marketing the product well, getting great branding, great influencers, but the product side's lacking, right? It's been purchasing, you know, pretty much having no control over the purchasing process, not really knowing who they're buying from and you know, where it's coming from, and just going to accept things coming not quite right, you know, some customer, some returns and exchanges, but overall everything seems fine. But she really wants to level things up, take it to the next level, become a leader in the product as well, become an innovator. So yeah, we've got some really cool ideas. Well, she's got some really good ideas that we're already working through developing.
I think that's who, you know, we tend to see that we can sometimes help the most of those scale-up businesses, those $0 to $10 million in revenue. It's had some really good success. Probably didn't expect it to be as successful as they did. You know, one thing is e-commerce has just taken off. It's crazy. All these direct-to-consumer brands are just literally thriving right now. And for us, those $0 to $10 million size clients, they're the ones who are just like, shit, I need help. Like, I don't want to lose this. You know, I've got something really good here, but I've just got so many headaches. I don't have enough time. I'm too stretched. I'm trying to do about 1,000 other things. Can you guys take half my workload off my plate while adding so much value to my business as well?
It's true. Like product development, manufacturing, quality assurance, supply chain, that whole side of things, would you say it's like half, you know,
half.
Realistic?
When it's going wrong, it's more than half as well. Like when you're having headaches and your shipment's late, or, you know, something like even like an issue with the quality of the product, and you're just dealing with returns and defects, and you're trying to ask your factory to replace something they don't want to, and they're offering you credits on your next order or whatever it might be. You know, that stuff just consumes your time.
Sounds like banging your head against the wall.
Yeah, all right.
Well, when you've got the opportunity of Sourci to do it for you, or 50 people, production managers and quality assurance and logistics team, and you know,
no headaches.
Pretty much.
That's what it is. Yeah, definitely.
Let's talk about some of the actual orders that are landing in Australia now. You know, big production runs that are just completed. Some really big, exciting products coming off the production lines and into Australia.
Yeah, we helped a brand called Bush Stimulation, is that right? Or is it just Bush?
Bush Stimulation, yeah.
So we helped them actually do the complete product development on their new range of vibrators.
Do you introduce who they are? Surely someone's heard of them.
I'm almost certain. I'd say one in three Australians might know who they are. But you know, they're probably one of the fastest growing adult toy brands in Australia, potentially even expanding out of there as well. I think they went from, you know, 0 to millions of revenue within, like multi-millions of revenue within a very short amount of time. I think only 2 years. I think COVID helped them quite a bit, right place at the right time. But they definitely leveraged that influencer marketing and being able to build a really great brand. But you know, previously to that, they were just using a generic products branded with their branding, and they thought, okay, now that we've got traction, we're going to scale up. You know, how do we make our first range of custom products? And they took a lot of feedback from all the customers that they had, and we went on quite a big journey with them over the next 6 months to pretty much develop their own exclusive range of vibrators, in their own colours. I think we had many meetings here where we had about 100 different samples laid out on the table, which was funny for other clients walking past to see. It might look a bit odd, but for us it was just a really great experience, because at the end of it we built them a product that they were incredibly happy with, that looked amazing as well.
Yeah.
And I think, you know, on their first order it was over $500,000 of this new product, and for us, it was really successful because we executed it perfectly for them. They were incredibly happy. I think we helped save them on costs. We reduced their defect rate. You know, we did all the things that they really needed to add value to their offering.
Yeah, perfect. They look great, customized, amazing factory as well. I think that's what it's all about, finding the right partner, and I think they weren't able to find that on their own, and you know, our teams were able to manage that really well.
I think one of the more interesting ones I've worked on, I know you don't have it, but beard oil.
What do you mean? I've been beard oiling all morning, all week, all
I
month.
think you can grow facial hair from what I've seen, but
Look, I've been trying, but no.
One day. But it's actually for one of our US-based clients as well. So Daniel lives out in New York. I think he lives in Brooklyn, which is pretty cool. Developed his own range of beard oils and beard products. And for us, this is actually a product that we're able to source from India, which is really cool as well. And I know that he just received his very first shipment, and he is over the moon. It's selling really well, and he's already looking to place his second order. But
Cool.
for us, it's really cool to be able to help someone pretty much on the other side of the world, source from a factory that's also on the other side of the world, but for it to all go so well, and for him to be so happy with the product as well.
Perfect. Really, really good. Yeah, get me a bit of that beard oil if you can. One really interesting, this is, you know, mixes things up a little bit. It's not our typical e-commerce, but you know, we work with a lot of industrial businesses, builders, developers. You know, we've had just this month we've had 4-bedroom townhouse project. We've pretty much sourced all of the materials that go inside. It's beautiful high-end kitchens, stone bench tops, beautiful cabinetry, the flooring, the tiles, everything, and it's already been installed. It looks beautiful. But the one I want to mention is the steel project that's going into Sanctuary Cove Marine in Gold Coast.
Oh, awesome.
Huge. I mean, this was a very challenging and complex project. We had really strict timelines. We had Australian standards for galvanizing, for fabrication, for welding. Everything was against us. And we only were awarded this project at the last minute. And, you know, we've got this amazing factory, our team's found an amazing factory, we've got a great relationship with them. They produce steel and metal products for government projects in Australia, like your Vic Tunnel and MIRVAC and Lindley's, and they did Crown Towers in Sydney. Crazy. And we were able to successfully deliver, so completely remodel the drawings, fabricate and deliver the first stage of this marina project, you know, in lightning time. You know, for a project of that scale, over
6 weeks, roughly, or?
Yeah, it was, you know, the project was awarded on like New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
And I was at a barbecue or something, and then, you know, end of Jan, we've already got goods being sent to a ship.
Yeah,
you know,
which is crazy to think about.
You're talking hundreds of tons of you know, industrial, you know, steel, so to Australian standards. So.
Yeah, and I mean, typically we don't want the project to be that quick, but we're in a position where we actually had to help this client. I think they got themselves in a bit of a tough situation, and for us, you know, it's pretty fortunate that we're able to do what we could get done as well.
Yeah, it's a 6-month project squished into a month. It was pretty stressful, but we did it. Yeah. So one of the businesses we've been working with for probably 6 or 8 months, you know, they're one of Australia's largest e-commerce children's or babies.
Can you mention the name? Or
We can. They're called CMC Gold. Look them up and, you know, buy something from their website. They've got a beautiful range of baby products. We've just had an order of, I think it was 2,000 baby swaddles. I think arrived already. They look gorgeous, and there's photos of babies wrapped up in them, and they look adorable. So it's one of the many brands that we work with that operates in the children's and baby products, baby accessories. They look really good. Definitely check out their website.
Very cute. And for us, they're a great brand to partner with as well. They've been really, I guess, happy with what we've provided, and the service and the ability to partner with them. I think there's so many other things that we can actually work on together. Start expanding the range.
Yeah, for small businesses, it's like it might be yourself and your partner, and you might have somebody do admin for you or something like that, and then you've always managed all your suppliers yourself and dealt with all the problems and things that can occur, and then all of a sudden you've got a team by your side, an account manager checking in and helping you source products, and all of a sudden you've got 50 people in your little small business. Outsourcing is the way of the future.
I'm really excited, and hopefully we can start sharing more and more about the platform that we're building. The Sourci platform. The Sourci online platform.
Platform 9 3/4.
That's it. We've got 2 full-time developers now. We're looking to expand that as well. Pretty much dedicated to building what we believe to be the answer to being able to manage your vendors, to make international payments, and for us to be able to source products really successfully for our customers as well. We're hoping by the middle of this year, we'll be able to have the beta live. And really the idea about it is anyone can sign up, they can submit their specifications, we can find them some incredible factories, they can choose the factories that they want to work with, they can make their international payments, they can raise their purchase orders, they can track their freight. It pretty much moves all the things that we do through our emails and comms, which clients already love, but centralizing it for them as well. So they can be anywhere in the world, sitting on a beach and pay an invoice to a factory. So it's really exciting for us. I think that's going to be a really big part of Sourci this year.
I can't wait. It's going to solve so much for people managing their suppliers. So this wraps up our wrap up and my rapping career.
Yeah, cool. I think, Ellie and I love being able to do this and being able to talk about all the amazing things that we're working on and to share what's happening, I guess, behind the scenes. We've just been really busy growing this amazing business, but we're in a position now where we're going to be filming these hopefully a lot more. We're going to be hopefully as well really creating content that helps answer some of the questions that you guys might be going through right now in your supply chain. And as always, reach out to us if there's any issues, if you're having problems with your suppliers or you want to launch a business, even if you just need a bit of advice, that's what we're there for. We want to help, so please don't be afraid to get in touch. And no doubt you'll be seeing us very soon.
See you soon.